the studios of Canton High School, it's Focus on Football with Dan Aronson and Matt Martin.
Welcome back to Focus on Football. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
We had winter break. Got a few days off. You know, we
2 weeks of NFL games. That
You guys think that we took the vacation off, but we've been prepping for this episode for ever. We didn't sleep. We didn't get any sleep over vacation.
A lot of all-nighters.
So we're going to do a little Week 17 recap. Last time I ever have to guess if it's a preview or recap besides the playoff games. But
then we'll talk a little bit about the Walker games. They're looking pretty good.
We can do a little brief thing about the playoffs, and
then the next episode will be a very in-depth view of these 4 games this weekend.
Then maybe a little head coach talk. Who got fired? But
Mike McCarthy did.
Definitely, Mike McCarthy definitely did. But Week 17, any games jump out to you right away that you want to talk about?
Maybe let's talk about the only playoff game from Week 17. Like the one legit playoff game was Coltons. The Coltons and the Tights. The Colts and Titans. I'm gonna pat myself on the back.
Colts won the playoff.
It's the one call that I was probably very right about this year. 1-5. I said, watch out for the Colts, and
they did it.
They did it.
In their defense, Marcus Mariota wasn't playing. Gabbert was a quarterback for the Titans. I still think the Colts would have won the game, though.
Yeah. I mean, the Titans just every week. It's like the funny thing is we were earlier in the year. We were like the NFC East shouldn't get to have a playoff team, and the AFC South probably shouldn't get to have a playoff team.
Yeah.
And now both of those divisions have 2 playoff teams.
It's crazy how things change.
That's nuts.
Good game by the Colts. I think it's better for football that Andrew Luck and the Colts are in it.
Yeah.
It's always good having the best quarterbacks in. Marcus Mariota is very inconsistent.
You know the 6 highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL did not make the playoffs this year?
Yeah, I saw that. Cousins, Stafford, Rodgers,
Ryan. Newton, maybe?
Maybe Newton.
I don't know. We didn't really. Oh, Garoppolo.
Yeah, that's not his fault. But
Yeah,
I still don't think they would have made the playoffs. But
how fascinating was that Ravens-Browns game?
Well, I wasn't even watching it. I was watching it, like, Matt texted me, like, at, like, the end of the third quarter. I was like, oh, I got to turn this on now.
I was like, this is nuts. It was like Steelers game was tight, and, like, Browns got the ball back. Baker Mayfield made some amazing throws, and there was the last interception on the 4th down play, and everyone was like, Baker Mayfield, like, you can't throw an interception at that time. That was not his fault. Great play by C.J. Mosley. If Mosley didn't change what he was doing and drop back, it was an easy first down for Duke Johnson. He just rushed in, and when he realized like he wasn't going to get there, he just kind of like got separation from the O lineman, and when he threw the ball, he just jumped up and grabbed it.
The Browns are going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on the bandwagon since week 1 this year that they were going to improve.
For the next 10 years, we don't deserve Baker Mayfield for Patrick Mahomes.
We do not.
We don't deserve that. It's going to be so good, and we don't even deserve it.
Especially if Baker Mayfield gets Adam Gase as his head coach. Oh my God, it'd be over. But
wow.
You know, Cleveland ended the season with a losing record, but it's a win for Cleveland fans.
You know, Pittsburgh's the only team to ever go on like a 6-game winning streak and not make the playoffs.
Pittsburgh sucks, but good for Baltimore. They ended up taking the division. Lamar Jackson gets put in. He wins 6 out of 7 games.
Terrible first round draw for the Ravens.
Yeah, I know. Who are they playing? The Colts?
No, the Chargers.
Oh my God, horrible.
See, if these teams match up for the first time, probably a dream matchup for the Ravens, honestly. Because
for the Chargers?
For the Ravens. Because the way to beat the Chargers don't have the biggest front. You can run on them, but when you run this wishbone type of offense, and you play the same team you played like literally 3 weeks ago, they're going to be ready for it. They're going to know how to prepare for it, and that's a very tough draw.
The Chargers are like healthy too.
Yeah,
Joey Bosa's back, Melvin Ingram's back.
3 of these 4 games we've seen before.
Yeah.
We saw Colts Texans, we saw Ravens Chargers, and we saw Cowboys Seahawks. Also, props to the NFL for keeping the annual AFC South / Cincinnati Bengals as the early game on Saturday. I love that. I love when that keeps going. Keep that going. I love it. Love seeing those teams play.
What do you think this means for the Steelers? Not being in the playoffs?
And Antonio Brown requested a trade, I heard.
I know. I heard about that. He's going to New England. They'd never trade him. They would never trade him to New England. But
Green Bay wouldn't trade for him either, but
yeah. No, New England might try and trade for him, but the Steelers would never let him go to New England.
you think about all the stuff I've said this year about Rob Gronkowski. Imagine if I'm guessing you already know what Bill Belichick's plan was last offseason. Last offseason, his plan was to trade Rob Gronkowski to Detroit and get first-round picks. And then he was going to have a Godfather offer for Cleveland to move up to take Baker Mayfield. That would have been amazing. And now it's like, they passed on Lamar Jackson. So they didn't make the great pick then, but imagine if Gronkowski never got wind of the trade and said he might retire, then that trade would have happened. Pats would probably have Baker Mayfield. Imagine that.
I don't know what to say.
Imagine that.
I'm just happy we didn't draft. I'm happy we didn't draft Lamar Jackson. He would not have fit at all.
Bill Belichick would have made it work.
It's true. But what are the Steelers going to do? Are they going to draft? They're going to have to draft a Big Ben replacement eventually.
Eventually, but I don't think it's.
They lose Brown. They lose Bell.
I don't think they'll lose Brown. I think Brown will come back.
This hurts. This is weird. It's weird not having the Steelers in the play. It's weird that the Steelers won't be losing to the Patriots in the AFC Championship. But Detroit, huge week, play-in game against the Packers.
Come on,
Aaron Rodgers got concussed.
Devontae Adams didn't even play.
Yeah, it's
Can we just for a second talk about how the Patriots can have their worst season ever
and go 11-5
and go 11-5 and get a dream matchup against Houston next round at home?
Yeah.
If the Houston's the worst AFC team in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Best possible matchup for.
I'd agree with that.
The thing is, okay, now we'll dive just a little bit, just a tad into the wild card preview because we're both very excited. I think Houston's going to lose to the Colts. I think the Colts are hot. Better coach, better quarterback. We've seen what this offense has done with very little talent, honestly. And offensive line and defensive line, Colts are very good there. And one of the big things in the playoffs, in order to beat other teams, you need to nullify kind of their strength. This Colts defense has also been very good. For to add that, Darius Leonard has been very good. And the strength of this Texans team is their defensive line and their pass rush. And the Colts have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Very good, giving Andrew Luck time to make plays.
Finally.
And I don't think Texans can win this game.
The thing I look at is that this Texans defense is so good, but at the same time, I'm like, you got to go with the more consistent quarterback.
They also can't block for Deshaun Watson. I think.
Oh my God, the Texans.
I'd be a solid contributor for that O-line.
Who's stopping DeAndre Hopkins?
They'll triple team him, and then who are they going to throw to? DeAndre Carter?
Yeah.
Kiki Gucci might not even play.
Lamar Miller's not that good.
Yeah, out for Blue. Deshaun Watson can't do it all.
For my sake, I hope the Texans win.
Yeah, I hope the Colts win. I like seeing interest in playoffs. I don't need to see the Patriots just demolish another Saturday night home game versus the Texans. God. Second game on Saturday, that's Seahawks Cowboys. That's going to be a good game.
Just without even thinking about it, I'm picking Seattle. Without even thinking about it, I'm going to pick Seattle.
I feel like Dallas might slow the game down at home.
Elliott's going to pound the ball.
Elliott will pound the ball. This is the one game that I'm the least confident in picking.
I don't know. I feel good about the Seahawks.
I like having a better coach. I like having a better quarterback. Pete Carroll's done an amazing job with this team, who many deemed as rebuilding this year.
I thought the Seahawks were tanking.
I think it's gonna be a field goal game either way. I want to lean Dallas at home with Zeke. Yeah.
I'm leaning Seattle right now, but
Tyler Lockett's always open. Russ Wilson's been so efficient recently. He's been throwing 25 passes a game. He's been throwing a couple touchdowns. He looked great in that Kansas City game. They're not at home though.
Dallas does have a really good defense too.
Seattle doesn't have a pass rush besides Frank Clark.
It's true.
Dallas defense has been very good. But moving to the Sunday games,
Ravens, Chargers.
I'm picking
the Chargers.
I'm picking the Chargers. I think playing them for the second time, I feel like the Chargers are gonna be ready for it.
I hope the Chargers win. The Texans win. Chargers play the Chiefs for a third time. Win. Patriots beat the Texans. Patriots play the Chargers in New England. That'd be an awesome draw. For a Pats fan, obviously not for football, but for a Pats fan, that would be an amazing draw.
Next episode, are we gonna do our playoff predictions?
Yeah.
So we're not gonna do like the full predictions.
Yeah, that'll be our whole thing.
Okay.
Right now, it's kind of just like.
So then,
preliminary.
the final game of the week. I think I was talking to Ben a little before the show about this.
Eagles
I
Bears.
think I like Philly.
I like Chicago.
Chicago's defense is
That's what's driving me. I can't.
good. Don't get me wrong.
Mitchell Trubisky is great at throwing. I mean, obviously it's besides the fact, but we always talk about how he can only make one read. Like he can't. He's like, I'm throwing it to this person. But he's gonna be able to do that because this Eagles secondary is so bad.
Yeah, but that D line's gonna get after him. Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, but like the Bears have a decent O line, a pretty good O line. They can run the ball, and then they have guys like Alshon Jeffrey.
Eagles' offensive line is very good.
Did I say
too.
Alshon Jeffrey's on the Bears? No.
used to
Allen
be.
Robinson.
Revenge game for Alshon Jeffrey.
They have Allen Robinson.
But that's
Trey
not
Burton. They have so many weapons. This Eagles defense is so bad against the pass. Tariq Cohen in the passing game. The Bears defense.
Eagles D and O line is very good.
Yeah.
That can wreck a game. So can the Bears defensive line.
Like
But
Khalil Mack had single-handedly destroyed it. And Nick Foles already banged up. One big hit by Khalil Mack.
I'm more confident in Nick Foles against that Bears pass rush than I am in Mitch Trubisky against that Eagles pass rush.
That's fair. Would you rather have the Eagles or the Vikings in the playoffs?
Oh, Eagles 100%.
Yeah.
The thing is, I know it's hard to do because they could have gotten the 2 seed if the Rams had lost and they played at the same time. But if you're the Bears, I think you need to do whatever you humanly can possible in order to play the Vikings.
Yeah.
They could sit Mitchell Trubisky and they beat the Vikings this week.
Yeah. And the Vikings just needed to win. They couldn't do it.
They couldn't beat them.
I mean, obviously the Bears had like something, like a little amount to play for, but they weren't really. They knew the Rams were going to beat the Cardinals.
So did you say Texans?
As of right, no, Colts. I'm going with the Colts.
Colts. You have Colts, Seahawks.
Colts, Seahawks, Bears.
There's definitely one more game. Colts, Seahawks, Bears. Chargers. Colts. I think I'm Cowboys.
My picks might change throughout the week, but as of right now, at this moment, right now.
So then, what would yours shape up as? You would have Colts at Kansas City, Chargers at New England.
Yep, and then I'd have Kansas City beating the Colts, and then I'd have New England beating the Chargers. And then we'd go to the other side, and it would be Bears versus 2 seed.
LA.
I'd pick LA.
I'd pick LA.
I think I'd pick LA.
And
then
then
it'd be Saints.
Dallas or Seattle versus
Oh my
Saints, and
God.
that'll be a slaughter.
Saints.
That'll be a slaughter.
And it would be Saints, Rams, Chiefs, Patriots.
So exactly what we said with
And then I think it's gonna be. I don't think the Rams will win. I think the Saints will win. I think the Saints are going to the Super Bowl this year.
I think.
But I don't know. Like the Rams could. Oh my God, that's gonna be such a. These 4 games are tough to pick.
If the Chargers come to New England, I think the Chargers are going to win that game.
Come to New England? I think it would be different if the New England was going to the Chargers. No, we need
the Chargers. The Chargers don't even have a home field.
I think the Colts are going to win, but as the
Pats fan in you wants to.
I need the Texans to win, so we put the Texans and the Chargers because I'd rather play the Chargers in New England than the Chiefs at Arrowhead. As a New England fan.
Well, yeah.
So that's the goal right now, but I think it's gonna be Saints, Rams, or Packers. Not Packers. Saints, Rams, Patriots.
Why do you do this to
I didn't
me?
even mean to do that. I'm on Patriots. Saints, Rams, Patriots, Chiefs. One of those, a combination of those 4 games. Maybe the Chargers if they get in there against the Chiefs if they can win that game. But like, you can't tell me Lamar Jackson's carrying the Ravens to the Super Bowl.
I don't think this year.
Can we try and rule out teams right now that we don't think have any chance of winning the Super Bowl?
Texans.
I don't think the Ravens can. I don't think the Eagles can this year. But I also said that last year.
Out of any of the all the years that we've had, I don't think this is a year where it's one and two seeds in the conference championship. I think someone's going to hop in there. And in the AFC, I can see it being the Chargers. I can see
Colts?
it. I can see it being the Ravens.
I can't see the Ravens. I can't see how.
Because the thing is,
so many teams-
in my opinion, I think the Pats are way more beatable than the Chiefs are.
Pat's defense is better than the Chiefs' defense, though.
Not by that much.
Not by that much.
Because
but
the thing
yeah.
is, if the Ravens go to New England, if the Colts win,
I can't see a Bill Belichick team losing to Lamar Jackson at quarterback, though.
if the Colts win that game, I would be nervous for the divisional game. If the
Oh yeah, I'd be nervous too. I don't want to play
Because-
the Chargers.
what do the Pats struggle with running quarterbacks? It's not that it's their kryptonite.
But, like, if
they
it's-
have always not done amazing. They struggle with tight ends over the middle.
Yeah.
That's all the Ravens do. All they do is run and go over the middle.
But the difference is like, if it's if there's a good quarterback, then I get nervous. But like,
Harbaugh's a good head coach.
I know, but one-dimensional quarterback, like he can't
Yeah.
really throw.
Um,
And I think Bill Belichick would find the right game plan for that. But when you look at a guy like
agree.
you look at a guy like Deshaun Watson, for an example, like he can run and pass. You can't just be like, okay, we're stopping the run.
Again, the thing in this Patriots dynasty, there's been different teams throughout the whole thing where it's been like had rivalries. Like it was Peyton with the Colts, and like the Broncos were in there, and like the Steelers are kind of in there.
There's no rivalry.
The whole time, it's the Ravens have been part of that since like mid 2000s.
Yeah.
They've always been there. And a couple of years ago, in the year of the Seahawks Super Bowl, when they played that divisional game in New England,
Tough game.
and the Ravens were a bad team.
Yeah.
They had no talent. The only thing they had going into that game was that they did well against New England in past games.
Yeah.
And that was a
hell
nail
of a
biter.
game.
That was a
crazy
hell of a
game.
game.
That was a
They needed.
Edelman's flea flick to Amendola. That was a sick game.
John Harbaugh was a good head coach. I don't think I would pick the Ravens, but I would be, as a Pats fan, the only game I'd be confident playing next week is against the Texans.
Yeah.
I would be confident playing the Texans. Now, moving to the other side, if you're the Rams,
I'm a little scared of the Bears on the Rams.
I just get the Bears.
I'd be. I mean, they literally just lost.
Yeah.
They annihilated them.
They were in a little bit of slump, though. They looked better. Last week, the offense looked good.
Just against the Cardinals.
Yeah, Niners, come on. Niners better.
And then the Cardinals the next week.
Um,
Todd Gurley going to be healthy, but I don't know. Defense wins championships. I'm not saying I don't think the Bears will win, but I think that's going to be a tougher game. Like, I don't think LA fans should be worried.
Aaron Donald can wreck games. The thing is, they're. Yeah, you can. The problem is, it's possible for you to kind of take Aaron Donald out of the game.
Yeah.
Because the way to take him out of the game is you get rid of the ball in 1-2 seconds. That's how you take him out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like against the Seahawks,
And Mitchell Trubisky can't do that.
you can't take Bobby Wagner out of a game. Like say I'm just saying you can't game plan to get Bobby Wagner out of the game because
He's a middle linebacker. He's going
He's
to be
a middle
everywhere.
linebacker.
Yeah.
These Rams linebackers have to play better. But if that game's in LA, I feel like the Rams will be able to do. His pass would be so good.
Nagy, the Rams versus the new Rams. The Bears versus the Bears were literally like, we are taking what the Rams did last year and implementing it right now. They've literally followed the same blueprint. So I think it'd be interesting to see them play each other. Nagy and McVay are two of the best offensive minds in the NFL. Donald and Mack, two best defensive players in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's gonna be exciting.
Can we rule teams out in there? I think we can rule.
I want to rule out the Eagles. They can't win with this defense. The secondary. In a shootout against Drew Brees and the Rams.
All they have going for them is that Nick Foles did it last year. That's really all they have going for them, and it's almost enough to sell me. Fletcher Cox, they have game breakers.
It's true. Who else is in there?
I think you can rule out Seattle.
I think you can roll out Seattle.
I
think you can roll out Dallas.
I just don't think running it 30 times a game and having a very slow offense.
That's exactly what the Ravens are going to do, though. Exactly what the
The Ravens
are
have
gonna do. Better defense.
The Ravens have the second best defense in the NFL.
That's true. It's gonna be a stressful week for Ben and Matt here.
I don't even know who I'm rooting for.
I'm rooting for the Patriots. If the Patriots lose, I'm rooting for the Bears.
I think I'm rooting for the Rams.
I'm rooting for the Bears if the Patriots lose. I don't want it to be.
I think I'm rooting for a Chiefs-Rams Super Bowl.
That'd be sick. I don't want
Part
it to.
two.
I don't want the. Who do I not want to win? I don't want the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl.
I think what's good for New England is the only the only way they play the Colts would be the AFC Championship game in New England, and that
Would help.
has
Yeah.
brewed some good results for the New England.
The Chiefs Colts actually have played a lot in the playoffs too.
I think they played once.
I think they played twice. It was a huge comeback.
Yeah,
Oh no, and then they played the Patriots the next year. You're right.
that was a sick game. Jamal Charles got hurt. It was 44-10, and they won. I think it was 44-10.
Who was the Chiefs running back?
No,
Spencer
it
Ware?
wasn't 44.
Spencer Ware, the starting running back. So-
No, Jamal Charles wasn't. Then he got hurt.
No. Now, right now, Spencer Ware starting. Or
Probably,
Damian Williams.
probably Ware Williams.
I think the Colts just need to send everyone back. Just need to send everyone back in that secondary. Sammy Watkins isn't playing though.
Are we already deeming that the Chiefs and Colts play each other?
If they play. I don't know. This is stressing me out. I don't know who I'm going to pick. I don't know.
Packers, Patriots, Rogers, Brady. Get
That's
ready
what we
for it.
wanted.
It's
That's
gonna
what
be
we
great.
wanted. We could not get it.
We're never gonna get it.
We're never going to get it.
We're never gonna get it unless the Packers get Adam Gase, which could happen.
Or the Patriots get trade for Baker Mayfield this offseason maybe. Need a quarterback after this.
Will Gronkowski retire this year?
No. If they win, maybe. If they win it all, yes, probably.
He's a bag of sticks.
I hope he just goes off in the playoffs though.
My grandpa could do more than he could.
Less, but they haven't been using him as much, so maybe we see him
Yeah,
he's
I
missing.
feel like there's a reason for it.
Yeah, but now he's rested up. Now he just has to give it all for these last three games. If they make it to the Super Bowl, then he can retire if we win. So
How are they going to beat the Chiefs on a neutral field?
yeah, I don't know. How are they gonna beat the Saints?
Oh, they wouldn't play the Chiefs on a neutral field.
Yeah.
You dummy. You dumb idiot.
They'd be playing at Arrowhead.
Playing at Arrowhead. That cannot be good for New England.
I don't like that. And it's just you just could look back at the Patriots' schedule. Like they could have gone undefeated this year.
You know, there hasn't been a road winner in a conference. Also, opinion: conference championship games are better than the Super Bowl. The atmosphere is better.
Oh, yeah.
So much more interesting.
Yeah,
There
the Super
hasn't-
Bowl's way too overhyped.
There hasn't been a road conference championship winner since 2013.
Who was it?
I think it was like the Niners. It was the Harbaugh year.
Oh, okay.
Because the next year it was Packers lost to Seattle, Colts lost to New England.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was the Broncos Pats in
Yep, Broncos
and-
won at home.
Panthers,
Broncos, Panthers. Then it was
Cardinals. Then it was
Pats.
Pats beat the Steelers,
Yep, Steelers.
and then the Falcons beat the Packers. They didn't beat the Packers; they annihilated. And then it was last year. It was Pats Steelers again,
Yep.
and Eagles Vikings, and that was a trouncing.
Yeah, which was surprising.
So
we've used enough brain power.
We're about to wrap up. I've talked about the Pats on the road, and how I haven't seen it. It's going to be interesting if they have to go on the road.
I know.
It'll only be 2 Arrowhead, but
I feel like
tomorrow's going to be a fun show.
I feel like just because it's the Patriots, it's gonna end up they're gonna play all at home. Just because it's the Patriots.
Yeah, if it was like the Packers that position, they'd
They'd
find a way to have to play at the 3 seed.
Yeah. The Packers could be the 1 seed, and then they'd just take away their home field advantage and make them play on the road. And they'd pick they'd make them play the Saints no matter what seeding.
I hate.
But
You know what it would be? I guarantee you, if Green Bay made the playoffs, they'd be the 2 seed awaiting.
I'd be scared.
They'd be the 2 seed awaiting the winner of Dallas, Seattle, just one of those.
I would
playoffs.
not. Oh, I know. I would not want to play the Packers in the playoff. I would not want to play Aaron Rodgers in a playoff game.
He's one of those guys. You just no matter how bad he's had a horrible season,
But he's
and
injured.
there's
He's
still
injured.
I really wouldn't want to see him.
He's still been playing injured. They should have just tanked right when he got injured. Just sit him. Once they got to that 8-1 point, they should have just started Kaiser. Because now they're not even in the top 10.
5-8-1 is like. Oh yeah, that's 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they were eliminated because that was the.
Yeah, but they should have stopped playing Rodgers and just tanked.
Yeah, but that Jets game was so interesting. The
Yeah,
44-38
but now
win.
now they're outside of the top 10.
Draft, maybe they'll trade up in the draft and draft a good QB.
Be
That'll
interesting to see what they get for their head coach too. But
I hope it's Gase.
I hope it's Gase.
I hope it's
too.
Gase,
I hope
maybe
Gase either goes
Riley.
to the Packers or the Browns.
I
think those are the 2 best jobs right now.
Yeah,
Easily.
Browns are probably number 1.
Yeah.
I'm losing Green Bay. If I'm a Browns fan, I'm excited for the future.
Oh, I'm especially after all these bad years. Mayfield's the guy.
Mayfield is a man.
Mayfield is the guy.
Did you see that video of him like the song "Feel It Coming in the Air Tonight" doing the drums?
Yeah.
I thought they were in the Super Bowl. I thought they won the Super Bowl.
Focus on football.
Had a lot. Tomorrow it'll be a little more organized, diving through each game.
We just got back. From vacation.
We'll
Cut us a little break.
We'll be doing some research tonight. We'll be getting ready to give you an in-depth preview, little matchups. I love diving between two teams in the playoffs. If we did a show last year, you would have seen my little. I went through formations of the Eagles, Pats, and the Pats couldn't stop 13.
You got them all right.
And I was right about it. The Pats couldn't stop the 13.
But
I'm excited.
Ben Aronson,
Matt Martin.
we will see you tomorrow.
I know my name this year.
Yeah,
I'm not upset about the Packers. I know my name.